Welcome to the second episode of Let's Talk About Change Management. My name is Isabella Brusati and I am your host. This podcast is dedicated to the people side of change, what works and what does not. I will share my over 20 years of experience supporting clients and leading organizations with their change initiative. I will also interview guests that share best practices and some no-nos. This is a snappy podcast that you can listen to, for example, when you commute to work, have breakfast, walk the dog, or take a walk in the park. The style is informal and friendly. In the second episode, I will talk about what is change management. I don't know you, but when people ask me to share what I do for a living and I say I'm a change management director, I'm usually met with a blank stare. Yep. Change management is not that popular as project management, and it is still a little bit of a secret. It is not unusual for people and organizations to think that it is all about sending an email saying that the change initiative will happen and inviting the end user to attend a training session before the go-live date. Well, this is not change management. There are many definitions of change management, and I like to keep things simple. It is what it takes to get people impacted by a change initiative to go from the current state to the future state. We want them to work in a new way and to do it proficiently. Sounds easy, right? Well, in most cases it's not, and that's because our brain gets in the way. In fact, neuroscience explains how our brain works and why it does not like change in general, and for our purposes, why it doesn't like organizational change. Even if we live in a super technological world, our human brain loves repetition and it loves predictability. I know, it does not sound very exciting, but our brain aims to keep us safe. Not that much has changed for it since we were cavemen and cavewomen. Our brain wants rewards, mainly food to survive, and scans for threats to keep us away from danger. Whether it is a dinosaur or an ERP, our brain perceives it as a threat, and it aims to keep us safe and alive. Threat kicks in much faster than reward, as danger needs to be avoided and it requires a swift response. If a dinosaur is after you, well, you have to run and hide very quickly. The body increases cortisol, which is the stress hormone. On the contrary, reward increases dopamine, the happy hormone, and lasts less than the threat reaction as it needs to keep us on our toes for a quick response. Therefore, our brain is geared more towards the doom and gloom. Our brain therefore wants to keep us alive, whether it is the savannah or the change management jungle. To do this, it scans for danger and makes predictions. There is not much time to mull over if a threat is coming up. Therefore, our brain likes to make predictions, and this is easier if the information is more certain and same old. Our brain takes a lot of energy to function, so it is not surprising that its predictions help save energy. Can you imagine the time and energy that it would take if we had to ponder every single decision that we make daily? Does it mean that we are doomed and if we cannot get people on board when we deal with organizational change, as it can be perceived as a dinosaur trying to eat us? No, luckily it is not like that. In the next episode, I will talk about why our brain is not very happy when change occurs in an organization. And in the podcast, I will share what we can do to get impacted end users from the current state to the future state. So see you in episode number 3.